Right. Good morning, gamers. It's been a while. In fact, it almost feels like I haven't made a video in a year. Uh, anyhow, welcome back to my Let's Play. I don't know why I started the video down there, as if I'm a visitor in my own home. Let's go to the usual starting location. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my Let's Play on the Luvstar fan Discord beta SMP. I believe this is episode number 9. My microphone seems to be working based on preliminary testing, and I think the strategy that I'm going to be using for today is to just record a little bit at a time and pray that if something gets fucked up, it's not too big a section at once. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, we are already seriously behind schedule, over a week behind schedule, because I wanted to talk about some stuff that happened over Christmas, namely the gifts that head server unpaid laborer admin Ket gave to a lot of people, pretty much just based on who was actually playing recently. Obviously, I think most, probably all of the people watching my video right now have already seen their video on the topic, but just in case, I'm probably going to be trying to overlay some recordings I took of me opening that gift. As you probably know, I made the naughty list this year because I went ahead and looked in everybody else's gift except for my own, which I still contend that I didn't break the rules, but I suppose I broke the spirit of the rules, if you will. So I got coal in my gift as opposed to the the diamonds that everybody got, but coal was not the only thing. Also got a bunch of iron, which I really needed, so I appreciate that. Also got some lapis and some squid ink. A little bit late on that, but hey, I really appreciate the gesture. That was super nice. So yeah, that's what has been happening in the interim since the last video. Well, one of the things. I'm sure there's a lot that I'm forgetting. Hey, let's look at that. Do we have any mail? Aw. Or wait, hold on. Did someone break it? No, if they broke it, they would have just put it back. Okay, well, I don't know who left me that, but that's pretty sweet. Dumpster Jumper finally finished their library, so that's fun. Well, I don't know if it's... Oh, no, it looks pretty finished on the inside. Yeah, the community library. So this is pretty cool. For the longest time, it was just kind of a floor with nothing in there, but hey, better late than never, I always say, and it looks pretty cool now. I hope they don't mind that I took down the trees. Don't know if anybody remembers, it was around the time of the birthday stream. I think it was actually just a couple hours before that, back in October. Someone took it upon themselves to plant a crap ton of trees in my front yard, and they finally were bugging me enough that I tore all of them down. So there were a couple that were kind of here-ish. So I hope Dumpster doesn't mind. I hope they weren't they weren't attached to those next to their library. If they are, I mean, we can just put them back. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and cut now, and then go to the next topic of interest. We are being stared at suspiciously by Ket. Sure, sounds good. Yeah, so I don't know why I need to go to spawn. But yeah, the next thing that we were talking about last episode was the railway. And I have not really made any of the refurbishments that I was talking about in terms of this line up to Tori. However, the line that I didn't show last episode, and for good reason, because it was not at all in a presentable state at the time. I need to have. Okay, that's something I need to do. I need to have like a ramp that goes up to this because having to jump between the chest here is so janky. Um, oh, and hey, that's another thing. I was begging and pleading for iron last time, and people have come through. People have seriously come through. And yeah, all the chests, definitely all the chests out that way are full already. These, this one's full, but not all of the ones further down are. But yeah, I really appreciate that. That I like. I don't know. I feel like most of the time I have like a call to action in 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 one of my videos. Like no, and it's perfectly fine. I don't mind at all. But like nobody actually participates. Like the time that um I was like, do you believe in orange? I don't think I really got anybody commenting on that or just stuff like that. But yeah, people actually have been donating a ton of minecarts, which I really appreciate. Anyhow, this line goes over to a part of the server that we haven't really seen much of. And so yeah, this track here, this hasn't changed yet. Hold on, I'm going to get out real quick because I want to talk about something that I just did like literally an hour ago. I re-gauged the pannier tank. It was at 6 blocks, so like between the wheels instead of 4 there, it was 6. And I was rewatching some of season 2 of Thomas the other day, and there was a shot of Duck where you could see like, I mean, basically this shot right here, and you could see that the wheels were literally like on the inside of the buffers. So like literally like even just a smidge further in than they are now. Whereas before, mine were like directly down from this arch. They would come down here, like where I'm standing. And I was like, wow. Yes, it is. Well, okay. They can't hear me. But sure, yeah. Live studio audience for the recording here. Um, I think who else was it? Yeah, Koki said hi YouTube. Hi Koki. Hold on. Oh, they what the lag? What the bruh? They dodged it. Okay. Very funny. So where was I? Yeah, I saw that when I was watching, and I instantly thought of this build, and I was like, ah shit, I gotta fix that the next time I'm on, or else it's gonna keep bugging me. And I don't know about you guys, but I think this looks a lot better. Like I didn't think it was that big of a problem when I built it, but goodness, it looks so much better now. I don't know why, but like for some reason, you know how I was pointing out the difference in the spacing between the axles? For some reason, it like feels more pronounced now, which I actually like. Now that the wheels are like pushed back to towards each other more. So that's pretty neat. Anyway, let's keep on down here. Shoot. Is that enough? Yeah, that should work. All right, perfect. So yeah, like I said, this part of the line was all good. Good turn there. This goes up and then it just stays up here for a while. Did I point that out last time? I don't remember, but yeah, I have a little back porch here. And then we go over here. We go across the path to Dumpster's Castle, and then we come up on this hill here and stop. So these chests need a few more. What I need to be doing is getting a lot more torches down. That's something that I spent a ton of time doing a while back near spawn, kind of like in the space between spawn and the Scotsman. There's like 100 block radius that's illuminated. That was all courtesy of the Phobia Corp Department of Land Management. Anyway, let's talk about this part of the trek. We're actually gonna walk it for a little bit. So this was bad before. I kind of wish, man, I don't know. Did I even take any pictures of it? Probably not. I'm terrible at documenting stuff, ironically. Um, but yeah, the problem is that, so I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but oh, hold on. There's no, what the heck? Yeah, no crap. I need to be putting more torches here. Um, so I don't know if anybody's noticed this. The space between the powered rails is pretty arbitrary. It's just 16 blocks. Just because that, works, and it's divisible by, a stack, so it's kind of easy to keep track of in your head. I'm pretty sure you actually get 16 as well. Whenever you like craft rails, you put, the 6 iron, and it gives you 16 rails, I think. Hold on, I have to yawn. Ugh. Okay, where was I? Yeah, but so I was getting really particular about it, and if you see down there, whenever you turn, you can't curve a powered rail for some reason, which has always bugged me. I hate that. But whenever I first built this area, I was really particular about that, and I would like, because it's going like here, but it has to jig over down to there and then keep going straight. So what I did was like I would put like 16 regular rails in the like, zigzag diagonal, and then I would put like the one powered rail that would be straight, and then I would go back to zigzagging, and it like, when I was building it, I was like, oh, this is probably fine. But then like if you actually ride that, because it's like, on these it faces you diagonally, but then with that one straight one, it goes like boom, boom, like, oh my god, like yeah, actually riding through here was very painful. But now things are much improved. I did a little test run of this earlier after I refurbished it, and it's looking much better now. Um, oh crap! Is that? Oh shoot! 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 Shoot. Yeah. Okay. There's been a lot of close calls like that. So I need to be getting back down here and getting more torches down, definitely. But yeah, so this area over here was, yeah, you can see the grass growing back. People usually aren't in this area, so it's not loaded very often. But if you ever looked at the dynamic map and you saw that giant like dirt field, I have broken the barriers on that now, so the grass can grow back. And we should be almost there. There's some wild wolves there. I'm probably gonna kill the sheep, so that's kind of annoying. And a lot of creepers. Yeah, that sucks. Oh my god, I shouldn't even be coming down here at night, because I'm just gonna load even more in. Do. Okay. So, here we are at Pofty's Nature Preserve, I think is what this is called. Yep, nature. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. No, that's my bad. Pofty's Nature Resort. Currently work in progress. You can tell because there's. Oh, wait. What the bruh? Let me try. Hold on. I got it. Don't worry, guys. Superman's here. There we go. Alright. So this is just a neat little area that not a lot of people have seen, I don't think. And so I thought it was a pretty good candidate to get a rail line put in down here. And they have a cool tree, and I don't know what else to say on the topic. It's just a neat looking place. And then, so what I want to do next is, have this as a little get out point. And then from here, I want to walk that way. Well, walk, excuse me. I guess we can start walking now. I want to have a track going this way because if you go far enough in this direction, you hit a pretty good size snowy biome, which is something that we actually had kind of a hard time finding for quite a while. It was mostly like desert and savanna and stuff near spawn. Um, the spawn area is kind of this weird like island thing that's like surrounded by more desert mainland like on pretty much all sides, which kinda sucks in my opinion. I like having a little desert for the flavor, but it's there's no trees. The grass is kind of ugly. Um, not much to do. You know what I'm saying. So I wanna. I think I mention this in the last video that I'm considering like moving there. Someone already beat me to it. Seiki, I think that's his name. Already is down pretty much in the exact area where I was gonna go to. And I think he's built a house there already. So, man, I don't know if we can walk there. I might actually be the first person to tour it. That could be a pretty good thing to add to my documentarian resume. So I think I'm gonna cut now to double check the audio, and then I will be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Somehow I'm not dead yet. I guess people have been sleeping so that I don't die. What is this? Border. Okay, well, I hope they sleep again. I guess I could. I mean, I did just find 3 wool. I could take matters into my own hands. Um, but I would rather just keep aimlessly wandering. Um, oh, I remembered what I was going to talk about. Man, I'm getting really tired. It's only like, oh no, nah, rip. Hold on. I need to do this before anything spawns. Quick, 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 quick. Hopefully we don't get nightmares. I'm gonna hold this in case I do. Okay. Wonder what they were talking about. Oh, hey, no nightmares. That's one thing that like everybody. I didn't even know that nightmares were a feature. I think most people would probably consider it a bug, even though, well, I don't think it's meant to be a bug. But anyway, I didn't even know that was the thing for the longest time because it never happens to me. But I know it does happen to a lot of people, and it's really annoying. So I feel bad for them. Um, if you're like me and it doesn't happen to you ever and don't even know what I'm talking about, it's like I think it's meant to like combat people doing exactly what I just did and like sleeping but not actually in like a shelter because it like checks if there's walls and light nearby or something like that. Oh, is that the snow? Hey, we're here. Nice. Um and if like it thinks you're in like a quote unquote like unsafe area or something, it like kicks you out of the bed and spawns a zombie on top of you. So to like try to kill you. Anyway, this is pretty neat. Untouched area. Actually, it's not untouched. I'm pretty sure people have been here. I think Muffin's been here to harvest some snow for their castle. But anywho, yeah, I don't know. So let's pull this up. So what? Yeah, so I don't know if I'm on the right like X or whatever anymore. I've kind of been, shifting back and forth, but somewhere in this ballpark is where I would like to have a train line come in, so that way if people, want to build in just like the different climate, different biome, they have an option. What's the deal with this grass? I don't know. It's like, cause in the release versions, in the cold biomes, the grass is like super blue, but this feels a lot more yellow than I'm used to. That is interesting. This is not what I thought it was going to look like. Yeah, you can tell that we've had a hard time finding a cold biome because I've never even been to one. Oh no, this is more what I was thinking of. Yeah. Okay. Um, and then I guess this is probably somewhere where people like harvested snow, and it hasn't rained yet again. I wonder why. Yeah, man, it never rains, really? Is there someone who just like instantly sets it back to clear every time? I don't know. Ooh, what's that? Oh, is that a cloud? Wow. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Okay, can you tell I'm tired? Oh, if anybody was actually paying attention to this, they probably heard me say, "Ooh, I remember what I was going to talk about," like 10 minutes ago, and then I never talked about it. Um, Man, I don't know. I'm not really feeling brave enough to talk about it anymore, but I kind of did. I had this idea, um, because, it's not like I ever actually talk about anything relevant in these videos. I hardly even, like, actually play the game. You know what? That's what I'll do. Here, okay, hold on. I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to try my hardest to actually be a quote unquote real Let's Player and like actually play the game while I'm talking instead of just like aimlessly wandering around or just standing still or just jumping around in the same spot. Oh my god, I can't believe nobody called it out in the last video. It pissed me off so hard that I was talking about the Scotsman in one spot for like 20 fucking minutes, but like I wasn't actually standing completely still. I was like mumbo jumbo, you know how he never stands still when he talks, and he's always like, just jumping around, whatever. But because I wasn't using my main, headset because it was giving me trouble, the one I was using, it was picking up my keyboard sounds. So the whole time you're trying to hear me talk, you're just hearing the click, 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 click the whole time. Oh my god. Did I talk about that last? Yeah. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Um, all right, but yeah, what I was going to talk about was um, praise and community and creativity and imposter syndrome and community and fan fiction. I don't know about you guys, but I think that fan fiction is pretty neat. I think it's one of those things where it's like I've been aware of it for a very very long time, probably since I was like 11 or 12 somewhere in there. Um, but I never really quote unquote got into it per se until whoa, oh my god, where'd they go? Wait, was that Herobrine? Oh, there you are. Holy shit, you scared me. Oh my god. Oh, I thought we were alone out here. No, you're good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Would you like an apple for your trouble? Okay. I'm trying to build a log cabin out here, by the way. Um, oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And, what was I talking about before I shit my pants? Oh, yeah. Fan fiction. So I think it's something that a lot of people who are involved with it, whether that be through the avenue of creation or consumption, are typically a little bit a little bit shy about it. I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's just, I mean, people. This is what people were talking about. I don't know. Tori was talking about like a ARG or some shit in her episode. So yeah. Um. Anyway, I've always wanted to do creative writing, right? And the problem is that when it comes to like creative projects and well, okay, this is something like like I was saying, I was rewatching. I don't know if this is like narcissistic or not. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing it even if it is. But I do rewatch my own videos from time to time, especially the handful that I think are good, including the first one. I think the first one's actually one of the best. I kind of fell off after it. um, but yeah, I was rewatching that earlier, and something I said was like, "Oh yeah, I was talking about how I used to like always build my houses really small, and then I was like, well, if this is your first impression of me, you're not going to believe that. Anyway, something that's kind of like that is, um, I always used to be very bad at finishing pretty much any creative project. And by bad at, I don't mean like, oh, it wouldn't happen very often. I mean like it wouldn't happen ever. Like I had so many ideas for like Minecraft builds, stuff I wanted to write, OCs, games I wanted to design. Um, did any of that ever happen? Not even remotely close. Um, but I had a point with this. Where was I going with this? I can't remember. Did I already tell you what time it is? It's not late enough for me to be tired, but I am tired anyway. Um, Anywho, uh, yeah, I think. Hold on. Can you? I was thinking about this. I was thinking like, can you? My net has murdered me. Hope you can get well soon and recover from the murdering. Um, yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's tell the whole story before I get to like what I kind of actually wanted to talk about. Um, but yeah, I used to be really bad at finishing projects, and it kind of all came to a head about oh Jesus, what year is it? 2026? Fuck. Okay, that doesn't feel real. But I think it was late 2023, like really, really, really late 2023, like December 28th. Um, I thought I heard a creeper that scared me. And I was like, because okay, that's the thing. I used to be bad at finishing projects, but I used to be really good at starting them. And I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one where I finally finish it this time, bro. Um, And it was like, bro, it was like the 10th new document that I'm jumping around again. I need to be building. That I started in as many days. And bro, something just snapped inside of me, and I was like, okay, I have to finish this. I have to finish this one, or else I'm just never going to finish anything ever. And it was really scary because it's like at a certain point you start to question whether it's even possible or not. Um, I should collect this, both to take back and to build with here. I can like make a snowman or something. I wish you could pick up ice. That's one of my least favorite quote unquote features in Minecraft is Silk Touch. I think that's some serious bullshit. I think everything should be Silk Touch by default. Like it pisses me off so bad that to like do anything interesting, you have to like, go through the whole enchanting rigmarole, which is a pain in the neck. It also doesn't even exist in this version, right? Like, yeah, that sucks. Anyhow, what was I talking about? Writing. Yeah, I'm not going to tell. So, the problem with talking about this is like, I'm not going to tell you what I was writing about. Don't hold your breath for any details or anything, but um, yeah. And I was like, okay, I have to finish something. And so I just went through my folders. I found the work that had the most meat on its bones, and I was like, all right, we're gonna finish that one before I go to sleep. And I sat down and I did somehow. It took until like 3 a.m. I was very tired, but I finished it and I posted it, and it was very bad, like really bad. I reread it recently, and I was like, damn, that's cripplingly embarrassing. But I'm still really proud of it because, like I said, it's oh crap, you can't. Ah, shit. Well, that puts a damper on my log cabin plans. I forgot that you can't put them sideways, so it's gonna look kind of shitty. Oh well. We won't make this. We won't make this one mansion sized. Don't worry. Uh, but anyhow, where was I on my story? I am going somewhere with this. Don't worry. It's just gonna take us a minute to get there. You just gotta trust the process. That's something I have a pretty hard time doing a lot of the time. But anyhow. And it was also, yeah, that first work I think was like 800 words, which, depending on your perspective, either sounds like literally nothing, like a speck of dust, or it sounds like insanely long. I was in the latter camp at the time that I posted it because, I mean, I think the longest thing I'd ever written at that point was maybe 1,000 for like, something in college, but yeah, in the realm of like, Jesus, those logs went fast. I guess that's what happens when you don't make planks out of them. But yeah, in the realm of creative rating, um, 800 words is barely a fucking sneeze. I should get some dirt so I can like pillar easy. The old beta scaffolding. Um, but yeah, after that, I slowly, and by slowly I mean very slowly, over the course of like 2 years, got better at writing because the first thing you post, it's really exciting. It's like oh yeah, this is exciting, not because it's good, but just because it exists. But it's a little harder to keep feeling like that the further you go on because you want to see progress at some point, and not to be too much of a Sigma male grind set influencer here, but I do like getting better at things. It's not I'm not as obsessed with it as I used to be. It's definitely not the end all be all, but I like to know that I'm going somewhere in life and not just staying the same forever, because that wouldn't be as fun. But yeah, so like it's hard. It gets really hard to progress in the beginning when it's like each time you post something, it's like, oh wow, this is still dog shit. I want. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. What did I do wrong here? Ah, crap. Well, I mean, okay. So yeah, speaking of things being... Hold on. Hold... Let's look at this. Yeah, that one's too long. Oh, no. Which means everything else is too long. Bummer. I'm floundering around here saying the same thing over and over, so let's skip ahead a little bit. I finally made something that was not terrible, believe it or not. It was hard for me to, and I posted it, and it was in a fandom that I have repeatedly described as microscopic. It's not big. It's pretty hard to figure out what it is. I think this is one of the things that I was about to say earlier, and then I was like, hold on, I need to finish the whole story. I don't know if it's possible for you listening to figure out like what I'm talking about, just from like, you know, connecting the dots between various accounts and whatnot. I think it is. I think it's like if you find my Reddit, then like yeah, you can definitely figure out what it is that I'm talking about here. But that doesn't really work. Shoot. This isn't much of a cabin. It's more of a fort. It's kind of like the old what's that? What's that classic Lego set? Like Fort Lego Rado. Definitely given those vibes, but like in the snow. Huh. Yeah, this can be my snow fort. I'll invite somebody over. We can have a snowball fight. You can throw snowballs, right? Hold on. Hey, you guys can't. You guys can't hear it, but it makes a really weird sound. It's not the like fwoof sound. It's like water. It almost sounds like a rubber band or something. Water. Um, where was I? Yeah, I don't know what I want to do now. Hold on. Here's what I need to do. Am I out of homes? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shouldn't be out. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm typing it backwards. Cha-ching. Let's make sure it works. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go back home now and then do something else. Yeah. Hold on, we should... This is something that I have got on to other people for not doing. Gotta put your name on your work, people. Stinger's Snow Fort. Alright. I will be back in a minute with the rest of the thing that I was talking about. We back. Redstone's staircase just disappeared, apparently. And Ket, we I tried to get the recording going back as quick as possible, but I was too late. Just dropped by and gave me floor. So that's cool. Let's hold on. Oh, which one was it? There it was this one. Trust. Okay. Let's go put that. Oh, hold on. Oh, how committed to the bit am I? Wait! I'm a genius! I was about to be like, oh no, it's gonna be really hard to get grass inside. No the fuck it's not! Oh! Look at that! Look at that! Wait, that was the wrong one. No, hold on. Take that one off the top. Boom. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm a genius. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Alright, back to the story. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know. I posted something and was I proud of it? No. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, in case you're sitting there wondering, hey, this lunatic raving about fan fiction and being very vague about the things that he's writing, is it you know what I'm talking about? Is it like that? The answer is surprisingly no, actually. I think the past, four things that I've posted have all actually been rated G, believe it or not. I'm just embarrassed to talk about them because I'm a fucking pussy. Not because I think anybody would actually be offended. Anyhow, I posted it, and it turned out to be something of a well, I mean, not to pat myself on the back too hard here, because I mean it's not me doing the back patting. It's the fans have spoken, and it's something of a fan favorite, and I saw that, and I made a blog post about this, but the reason I'm talking about it again is because I don't think anybody read that, which is completely understandable. Oh shit, I'm jumping around aimlessly again. Fuck. Okay, well, first things first, I need to put all my junk away. And yeah, I think pretty much what I was saying was just like I mean, it was kind of painful to realize that like I was, because like at first, I mean, when I posted it, I actually posted it under anonymous, and then I actually, well, and I mean, it's not like I'm being very forthcoming with you lot about the matter, and I was like, wow, I'm kind of an asshole. Like, these people have been nothing but good to me. They have nothing but nice things to say about me. They're super welcoming and awesome, and I just push them away as if I think they're gonna hurt me. And that's not fair. And so I I'm sorry if it doesn't have the swanky, upbeat charm that you're used to from my commentary, but oh wait, hold on, do I? I think I do. But yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot, and I have. So that's the thing, is that since then, I have revealed myself to this fandom, and integrated myself into their communities. Um, by the way, guys, in case you were wondering, you can just say perchance. Oh, that's weird. Okay, sorry, I got really distracted with the deal with redstone, but yeah, deal done. We got the loot. What was I saying? Finding community by writing shitty fan fiction. Something about that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's a message in there somewhere about like finding community through creativity. And this is listen, this is what I was getting at um when I was like in that one episode when I was talking about like, is drinking vodka a hobby? And the answer is like weirdly enough actually yes, but um in terms of better hobbies, it's like is watching a TV show a hobby? And I think the answer is yes, but only if you are like creatively engaged with it in some way. Now, I'm not saying you have to write a whole ass fan fiction about it. I listen. I set the bar for creativity pretty low. Like, I don't know if I actually said this as an example in the episode. If I didn't, I should have, because I think it's like where my head is at is like I think like making a meme. Like I think that counts. I think that's creativity. Really, like if you just like make a meme about a show you like, then it's like okay, I think that counts as a hobby then. Um, as opposed to just like passive consumption. But where I was going with this is like, honestly, kind of back to it, back to the sort of sour place we were at, where it's like, I just can't help but think about it, and it's like, well, what if they didn't like it? You know, what if I wrote it and it was another flop. It was another addition to the old flop era, and it was just more dog shit, and nobody cared about it, and nobody said anything about it, and I never was given any reason to think that anybody could care about anything that I have to say. I probably wouldn't have said anything to them. So yeah, like if there's no, I'm sorry if there's no clear and optimistic moral to this story, because there's not. Like if anybody if anybody wants to chime in with their thoughts, they are more than welcome to. Hold on, I want to explore this. Oh, hey, there's something else I need to talk about. Koki made a station for me, so we'll get to that in a minute. Oh, nice. Anywho, what was I talking about? It really, yeah. Listen, there's too many paths in life to try to think about what would happen if you took all of them. So, if there is a message in all of this, I guess it's just, all right. Well, fuck you too, Treehouse. I guess it's just to not worry too much about all of that, and to just try to be creative anyway, and to try to um, have community anyway, and to be patient. You know what? There. That's it. That's what I want to say. Have a little patience. Things don't happen overnight. This isn't a a cute little slice of life TV show where everything turns out all hunky dory at the end of the episode. Okay? Because life has more than a 22-minute runtime. Okay? And you should be happy about that. You should be happy about things, about the fact that things take multiple years to happen, because you know what that means? That means that you have multiple years on this earth to live, okay? And so when you start when you start writing fan fiction in December of 2023 in the hopes of making friends doing it, and that never ever ever even remotely seems like it's even halfway going to materialize into anything until like late 2024, 2024, no, 2025, right? Be patient, okay? Because these things take time, and that's okay. And that's, no, it's not okay, that's good. It's good that things take a long time sometimes. I'm very tired. I hope, I really do hope this time that you learned something. This is the outro. Good night.